Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. A public meeting that was meant to ease fears about a toxic chemicals spill in Ohio has only heightened anger when the rail firm at the heart of the disaster failed to show up. The train carrying the chemicals derailed 13 days ago, causing a huge fire. Thick plumes of black smoke have towered over East Palestine ever since, but crews monitoring the air quality have sought to reassure locals that everything was going as planned. Many residents say they continue to be frightened of the potential harms, with officials organising a town hall meeting.
This is not what we came for, and I stand behind the mayor of my community.
Representatives of the Norfolk Southern Railway Company, though, didn't turn up, citing security concerns.
I don't feel safe in my town. Everybody's concerned. I'm concerned. But, it's not Norfolk Southern here. It's the EPA, the people that have been working with us, trying to get our citizens back into their homes safe. That's what we need right now. We need our citizens to feel safe in their own homes. I live 2 blocks from the train tracks. I'm concerned just like everybody else. I have all the experts behind me at these tables, and by God, we're going to get some answers for these people.
Ukraine's army has said Russia has fired 36 cruise missiles, a day after 6 apparently radar-reflecting balloons were spotted over Kyiv. It comes as Russia launches new offensives bolstered by tens of thousands of reservists drafted in December. Here in Bakhmut, wave upon wave of attacks are pushing Ukrainian units back, and bigger Russian offensives are expected in the coming days.
They have a lot of manpower. They're sending a lot of troops. I don't think that's sustainable for them to keep attacking this way. There are places where their bodies are just piled up. There's a trench where they just don't evacuate their wounded or killed, and they just leave them there and send more waves and waves of people.
The Turkish Minister of Health is unharmed after a coal heater exploded right next to him in Hatay. Video footage showed Fahrettin Koca speaking to health workers outside the Hatay Field Hospital before a makeshift street heater dramatically explodes, causing sparks to fly and people to scatter. Koca, who was amazingly unharmed, was visiting health workers and earthquake survivors in the city, which is one of the worst affected cities by the quake in Turkey. A shooting ambush in a remote Australian town that left 6 people dead has been declared a religiously motivated terrorist attack. Authorities say it is the first time Christian extremist ideology has been linked to a terror attack in Australia. 2 police officers and a neighbour were killed when Nathaniel, Stacey and Gareth Train opened fire on a rural property in Queensland last December. Lebanese protesters have attacked banks in Beirut while blocking roads to demonstrate against restrictions on cash withdrawals and rapidly deteriorating economic conditions. At least 6 banks have been targeted as the Lebanese pound hit a new record low on Thursday. Since 2019, Lebanese banks have imposed restrictions on withdrawals in US dollars and Lebanese pounds that were never formalized by law, leading depositors to seek access to their funds through lawsuits and often by force. And the western German city of Cologne has kicked off Germany's unofficial 5th season carnival. A guard of honor in traditional carnival uniforms shot confetti out of toy guns, while the audience dressed in costumes cheered loudly. The carnival's maiden, prince and peasant, a tradition since at least the 1820s, waved to the costumed people collectively swaying to the music. This year sees the 200th anniversary of the Cologne Carnival and a return to the celebrations after a 2-year pause. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.